This time, it's all about I'm being a god right now. Are you ready to face the fear? My mother's sister, who has always lived in our family home in Kumamoto Prefecture, came to visit us the other day. We happened to be watching Terminator 2 inches together. There's a scene in the movie, imagine the moment a nuclear bomb drops, where playing children get incinerated. As we watched, we discussed how in an instant, skin and all could just slide off, how terrifying that was. Then, casually watching the TV, my aunt dropped a bombshell. Her eldest daughter had just given birth to twins. She was an incredibly delicate girl, so it was a difficult delivery. She had been hospitalized 2 months earlier because both she and the babies were at risk, so they decided to deliver the babies early by cesarean section. Thankfully, both mother and children are now healthy, but at the time, being her first grandchildren, my aunt was so worried she couldn't sleep at night. One day, after returning home from the hospital, she received a phone call. It was from a childhood friend. They used to live close to each other, but that friend had moved away. They had remained in close contact despite the distance. However, over the last decade, they had completely lost touch. Exhausted from her daughter's ordeal, my aunt was overjoyed to hear from an old friend out of the blue. They started catching up when her friend revealed something unimaginable. K-san, my aunt's name, I've become a god now. I've been saving lots of people. If you're ever in trouble, K-san, call me. I think I can help, she said in the same cheerful, pleasant voice she always had. My aunt, taken aback by the casual delivery, could only respond, "Ah, I see." However, pondering over her daughter and the newborns that night, perhaps because she was so exhausted, she thought, perhaps, this is some sort of sign. I'll ask for her help tomorrow. Somehow finding hope in that absurd phone call, my aunt fell asleep for the first time in a long while. In her dream, she saw her daughter and her childhood friend as they were in childhood, playing together without any signs of pregnancy. The dream was filled with joy. They were playing with balls in a field that resembled a flower garden. Suddenly, a ball flew towards my aunt, and as she caught it with her chest, it peeled open to reveal a large, melting larva. My aunt screamed instinctively. Looking for someone to throw it to, she noticed her friend laughing hysterically, her eyes entirely black. As the larva's cries mingled with the childish laughter, my aunt woke up drenched in sweat. At that moment, I thought that larva was the baby. I don't know why. It didn't look human, and its cry was beastly, but I was sure it was a baby. It felt ominously bad, and after that dream, I was too scared to contact my childhood friend, she shared. Eventually, the children were born safely, and the memory of that phone call faded. Then one day, a TV show featured her childhood friend's name and an aged woman's face that was far removed from the friend of her dreams. Not long ago, there was a young couple who believed in a bizarre new religion. They were told peeling their deceased child's skin would bring them back to life, and they did just that. The deity they believed in was none other than my aunt's childhood friend. What had happened during those 10 years my aunt didn't know about, to her friend who had everything going for her. More than fear, my aunt couldn't help but cry as she watched. If only she had reached out to her. Thank you for watching till the end. Who would have thought it would turn out like that? Surprising, right? The aunt keeps appearing in dreams. Maybe she really did become a deity? There are good gods and bad gods, after all. I'll bring a new story next time, so look forward to it. Well then, good night.